Have you ever made a mistake in a game and just never been able to mentally recover from that mistake through the rest of the game, where it just kind of knocks off your mojo, you just cannot get back in the game? You need this principle of nail it and press on. We talked about this at camp. This idea comes from 2 verses in Scripture. First one is Colossians chapter 2. Paul talks about how Jesus has taken this written code that was against us, all these accusations, he's nailed them to the cross. Those things are paid for and done and forgotten. They're in the past, they're done, they're gone. And so that's the nail it part of it. Taking this sin, taking this mistake, nail it to the cross and forget about it. There's the first part, is nail it. The second part is in Philippians chapter 3. In this verse, Paul talks about forgetting what's behind and pressing on towards what's ahead. Pressing on towards the goal that God has set before us. So you put those two things together, you nail this stuff to the cross, forget about it, and then you move on towards what's ahead. Now, in sport, how does this thing apply? All right, you make a mistake. Don't beat yourself up. Don't punish yourself or your teammates for that mistake. But you need to be able to nail that thing and press on. Now, here's one clarification. Messing up in your sport doesn't necessarily mean that you've sinned. If you step out of bounds, that's not a sin necessarily. So you don't need to necessarily nail that thing to the cross like a sin. But you do need to apply the principle of forgetting that thing. Put it behind you. Learn from it. Maybe there's a lesson to learn from that mistake. Hey, don't get so close to the line next time. Learn from the mistake, forget about it, and move forward and press on. I think this principle is what really separates a lot of athletes from some excelling and moving forward, and others who just kind of get stuck in this routine of not knowing how to deal with the mistakes they make over and over and over. You know, nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes in sport and in life. But the difference is, how do you deal with that mistake after you've made it? Are you able to deal with it and confess it if you need to confess it to God or to a person if you've sinned or wronged them? Or just to nail it and press on in the sense of forget about that mistake and move forward with a positive attitude of, I'm going to learn from that thing and I'm going to be a better person, a better athlete as I move forward.